So today I'm joined by Fernando Ferrer. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So Fernando is a graduate of St. Lawrence College, and so I appreciate you taking some time with me today out of your busy workday to be part of our conversations. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So Fernando, to start, can you tell us a little bit about your the program that you studied at the college, and where did that lead you? What professional career did that lead you to, and what are you doing right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I started at the Computer Program Analyst Program, or CPA, and that was back in 2006, actually, a while back. And that has led me to an amazing career. I've co-founded a couple of companies. I've invested in businesses. I'm currently just exited one company, and I'm working for a big e-commerce client. I've also just been named as one of the top 15 engineers in the world by the government of Helsinki and the Helsinki Business Hub. So they're flying me over there for 90 days to live and experience Finland. So that's been amazing. And in 2019, I was actually selected as one of the best 25 engineers in the world by the government of Estonia. And I went there and visited Estonia and became an e-resident, which is a very interesting program that they have.
That's fantastic. Wow. You've really taken off. So tell us a little bit about your background and what led you to SLC and to Canada.
Absolutely. That's a very interesting story. I came to Canada for the first time when I was a 15-year-old boy, and I learned English at Queen's, and then went back to my home country of Venezuela. And because of the political situation, we had to basically flee the country, and we came to Canada with, my parents, my sister, and myself. And I had studied software engineering in Venezuela, and I wanted to do something with my life. Or, we came with no money, we needed a job. And I wanted to continue and pursue the education that I had. And I know how difficult it is in Canada to sort of validate your credentials. So I saw SLC offer a program it looked like, I didn't know at the time, but it looked like it was very hands-on, which is something that I'm always like. I prefer hands-on education and training. So I said, I'm just going to sign up. And it looks like I can sign up right away. I remember landing in Canada on November 1st, 2005. And it was already too late to enroll myself in university, but the program had a cohort that started in January, and I basically had 4 days before the deadline to enroll, so I had to move quickly and ended up talking to Donna Grave and enrolling in the program, and it started in January of 2006.
Wow, it sounds like the conditions kind of aligned for you at the end to start the program. That's fantastic. So the last thing I'll ask you about is, one of the things at the college is that we aspire to be a globally recognized college, and we really want to have that kind of global mindset. And I'm wondering what advice that you might give to, students, to staff, to faculty at the college that would allow us to become, more globally aware as a school.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, I've been working remotely for over 5 years. I've worked with American firms and European firms. I haven't done any work for Canadian firms in a while. And that's because, in my opinion, the world is now really globalized. I'm hiring people in Colombia, Brazil, the Netherlands, China. It's no longer a small sort of geolocation where you're looking for talent. So I think that the college should exploit that, and it should go to other countries and say, you can work for, or you can study at a Canadian university, at a Canadian college, get your credentials in Canada, which will open the doors for you to work in the world, right? Because I do believe that Canadian education is well received around the globe.
Right.
And not only that, but there's hubs. I'm in Toronto right now. And Toronto is a big hub for data engineering and data science, which is my profession. I went into data engineering from the get-go. So that sort of allows the college to attract international talent. And I think the college should also start doing more of a remote type of education now that everybody understood that remote is possible. Mm-hmm. And sort of improve enrollment, because one big hurdle, I know for people from Venezuela, for example, is to overcome the visa problem, right? Obtaining a visa to Canada is very difficult. And I've seen institutions in Canada now offering their programs remotely for students around the globe without having to get a visa, right? So as a path to becoming a Canadian resident, having Canadian education is beneficial, but you don't incur the hurdle of having a visa and the cost of living here, right?
Right, right. Well, and I think that's such a good point that you make too, which is, the world is the world is kind of at our doorstep, and I think that here in Canada we do have the pathway that some students take from around the world to come in through the educational route. But I think that if you think about St. Lawrence College, I mean, we have our three campuses that are all located along the St. Lawrence River. That's our name. But we're all border cities. We're all bordering with one of the biggest economies in the world, at least one of the free market economies in the world. And so I think, it's our aspiration to be a globally recognized and have a global mindset as a college is not a choice. It's the way that the world is. And we're at the doorstep of, one of the largest economies in the world. And so I think it's a matter of how we bring in students from around the world. And it's also a matter of how students who come to us from our local communities open their minds to the world, right? And to
Absolutely.
see that they need to become career trained to better understand how their career works in the world and how they can have that kind of cultural understanding and those skills to really open up their mind to the kind of global possibilities. So that's such a great point that you've made. I mean, you came to us from a global location, but now you're back out in the world using those skills that you got to really make a difference. So that's fantastic.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, Fernando, well, thank you so much for your time today. It was really nice to meet you, and best of luck with what already is an incredible career. You're a great inspiration for so many students and for all of us at the college. So thank you very much.
No, thanks to you. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.